Hello, this is Michelle Pryor from michellesInkItStampIt.blogspot.com. I'm an independent consultant for Close to My Heart, and my website is michellepryor.ctmh.com. Today I'd like to show you our thin cuts and how I store them. One of the things that we sell is our Everyday Life Planner, or album, and this one's called Stripes. It's black and white striped. It measures 9 3/8 inches, 8 1/4 inches, 1.5 inches, and it has 3 1-inch binder rings in it. The number is Z9979, and it's on page 82 of our Annual Inspirations 2016-2017 catalog. I love this album. It's soft, it can be wiped off, which is nice. In this video, I'm using the memory protectors that are 4x6. It comes in a pack of 10 protectors, and each have 2 pages, or 2 horizontal 4x6 pockets. And you can see it fits a 4x6 photo just perfectly, which is what it's made for. But everything always has more than one use, doesn't it? So the pocket protectors are Z3192, and they're on page 83 of our catalog. Our thin cuts are all on page 79. Our thin cuts come packaged on their own magnetic sheet and work well with most die cutting machines. I've placed the magnetic sheets in the 4x6 pockets of the memory protector, and they fit perfectly. So now you not only can have your thin cuts all in one place, it's a cute album too. That makes them easy to take with you. I just pop the album in my bag and off I go. For my die cutting machine, I purchased a magnetic plate. I got mine from Amazon, and now my thin cuts will stick right to it. So, but you do have to be careful sticking it on there because sometimes they're hard to get off. If you don't have a magnetic plate, just use a strip of painter's tape to your die over your paper and your paper to keep them all in one place. Especially if you stamped an image, you'll need to stamp it, put your die on it, and then put a piece of painter's tape so that you can cut it that way. Be sure to follow your manufacturer guidelines for your machine before you run it through. For me, I use my magnetic plate. I use an acrylic, one of the acrylic pieces. I use my die, and I use a strip of paper. Then I put the other acrylic piece on top, and I run it through. You'll hear all kinds of popping and creaking, and that's what it does. So there's my cut. If you have any little pieces that stick, usually just tap it and they come out. If not, you'll use your paper piercer, and mine has a little cover on it, the one we sell. So I'll tell you about that in just a second here. So there's the Celebrate. So if you get little pieces that get stuck in it, you can see I got the little sunset pieces in there. So I just go through and pop right through. If you have a die, and I ran this through the other day and then realized it still had the paper where the heart is. So you just take your paper piercer. All of our thin cuts have little holes around so that you can just pop and out pops the paper. So, and I have another little cute design for my book. Nice part about these things, you can make them your own. You know, anything you want to do. I'm going to probably end up putting a, cutting out some vinyl, a little vinyl frame to put around this so it finishes off, but I do kind of like the heart on there. So that's cute too. So this is the paper piercing tool I was telling you about. This is the paper piercing and the piercing and embossing toolkit. And this is one of my must-haves. I can't live without this. I use this all the time. You poke it for different, you know, whatever you need to poke a hole in, you can. It does your embossing. So it has a ton of uses. So again, I can't live without that. So that's Z2046. I'll have everything on a little paper for you at the end here. So hope you enjoyed this video, and please subscribe to my channel. I'll have more coming up. And here are all the items that I used.